Good morning, pipe smokers. This is PipeCat once more. Um, this review is about Warhorse Ready Cut pipe tobacco. Um, the reason why I guess you could say, excited about doing this review is because I've come across an oddball here. Um, I don't want to make that sound negative. It is not. But Warhorse Ready Cut pipe tobacco uh, was unexpected. I bought some because I have been requested by a few people to review this. And if you read it, it says that Warhorse Ready Cut is a robust blend of rich, burley, and bold, dark-fired Kentucky with ripe, matured Virginia added for a bit of sweetness, and Perique for a bit more spice. A subtle but pleasant top note enhances the flavor of the quality leaf rather than masking it. I will give Warhorse this much. I'll agree with the tin blurb in as much as it does accentuate the leaf. I cannot tell you what the top note is that they're talking about. I don't detect any kind of additional flavor, but I will say this. When you open this tin and you take a tin note hit off that, it screams of a fresh pack of cigarettes. Now, when I say that, I'm a former cigarette smoker. I got away from them because of the health effects of them. But I always loved that smell of a fresh pack of cigarettes. And this has something like that. You may interpret it differently, but for me, that's very true. And when you smoke it, you do kind of get that cigarette-y, cigar sort of, I don't know. I guess it's burley and a little bit of Virginia. I'm not sure exactly what's causing that, but there is no flavor in this other than tobacco flavor. And I mean, I don't think there are any Orientals or anything. I don't believe it mentioned them, but Perique, Virginia, and Burley together, without the presence of Latakia, which definitely there is none. I'm not sure how you'd categorize it. I won't call this a vapor because it certainly doesn't smack of one. And I couldn't call this in English, obviously. I don't like those kinds of titles anyway. I mean, it is what it is. This one makes a strong statement that a product is what it is, because this one is in a category kind of by itself, by my experience thus far. I've not smoked another one like this unless I go back to when I smoked cigarettes, and an occasional cigar will have the same kind of flavor. It is, it's pretty cool, but it may not be for everybody. If you're looking for a substantial smoke that is not selling a particular flavor, this may be what you're looking for. I have used the term warhorse in my own life to describe cars that I have had and, guitars and basses that I have played. And the reason why I use that term is because it's something that is reliable, can take a beating, and is not necessarily beautiful. And Warhorse tobacco is kind of like that. I would call this the Warhorse blend. It is substantial, not necessarily flowery, fruity, or anything like that. Warhorse is a pretty good tobacco hit. It is not a nicotine bomb that I can feel. I would call it mild to medium nicotine. I would call it a medium flavor because it's not really, I mean, you could call it mild, but it's very present. If you do smoke cigarettes, or if you have ever smoked cigarettes, you remember that sort of, that cigarettiness that kind of stays with you, and that is really what this is giving me. Very reminiscent of my cigarette smoking days. But I don't want to stigmatize the brand by saying that. It is a pipe tobacco for real. I would recommend people to try Warhorse, and I will invite anyone who tries it to leave a comment here with your impressions, especially if you can tell what this top note is that they are talking about. It hints almost of an additive to bring out flavor rather than to add another flavor. So that's all I'm going to say about Warhorse tobacco. I hope this review We'll answer some questions about it to the people who have been asking me. Thank you for the requests. I hope you will enjoy Warhorse, and I will welcome your comments on this one. Otherwise, it is Friday, April the 14th. I want to wish everyone a great weekend. I hope you got your taxes done. Respect your tobacco usage, and I will be back at you shortly.